lead consultant from LLF, and Mr. Anurag. Mr. Anurag, lead consultant from Learning Links Foundation, and Miss Meera, lead consultant from Learning Links Foundation. आज ही हमारे साथ यहाँ जुड़े हैं केंद्रीय विद्यालय जनकपुरी में आप सभी के लिए एक वर्कशॉप ऑर्गेनाइज करने के लिए और different kind of thinkings and projects on food, water, and energy. So I wholeheartedly welcome both of them to Kendriya Vidyalaya Janakpuri in this virtual meet, and I would request them to continue this workshop without much ado. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, thank you very much, Vinay sir. So, all the students, welcome to NXplorers, a food, water, energy program designed to bring about positive change. So, it's a program related to food, water, energy. The three domains we are considering here. So, this program is given to you by Shell. Shell is an energy transition company, as you all know this, right? So it's there in 70 plus countries. Here, before knowing about what is this actually NXplorers, before starting the journey of this NXplorers, let us just see some of the safety at home, what we have to follow. Yes, so at home, right? So what are we doing here? We are learning something. So all of you are at home, you are learning something. I'm here, I'm teaching you something. So we are all connected virtually nowadays. So we have to follow certain first thing, then avoid overloading of the power outlets. You can see here, then inspect the power cords for any damage. So it's not insulated here, you can see. So you have to check all these things before starting your session. It may be our NXplorers program, it may be your class, whenever you are learning something, when you are just coming up with your learning with this mode. So you have to be very careful. You have to follow certain safety. Here is the very important thing I should tell you. Never plug your phones while the device is in charging mode. Never run the cards under the carpets, rugs, or the doors or the windows. So you may fall and the heat generated may cause damage, all these things. This is the very important thing I should say, that is, make sure that your device is sufficiently charged before the beginning of the class. You may be using laptop, you may be using mobiles, you may be using tab, whatever it is. Check that it is completely charged, so that you should not have any interruption in your classes. We are all connected virtually, so we have to follow these things. Coming to some of the norms now. What are these norms then? So you just remember you were attending the school, some rules you follow, some norms you follow, like you greet your friends, then in the classroom you maintain certain discipline. Whenever you have to ask question, you will raise your hands, something like that. I think all of you know about these things. So here, this is, I can say, online classroom, right? Connecting online. So here also we have certain norms. We have to follow these things. So what we have to do, we have to give respect to the other individuals' opinions, others' opinions. Keep your mind open. That is, you ask the questions, you take answers from us. Then whenever you have some doubts, you can raise your hand. You have the raise hand option here. Then you can unmute and tell all these things. Then coming to this video, so you can keep it on to be more interactive, and especially when we are doing certain activities, we can ask you to switch on the video. Then coming to this is very important thing nowadays, because We are all sitting in our comfort zone at our home, right? So always keep this in the mute only. Only when required, when you are answering, especially when I have questioned you, then you can unmute it, you can answer. Or if at all you are not able to hear what I am saying, because we are all connected like this virtually. Sometimes the bandwidth may vary, all these things. Then you can interrupt me. You can unmute and you can ask me. Then this is the important thing. You can use the chat box. You can use the chat box. When you are answering certain questions, you can use the chat box. So make use of this. So these are certain norms what you have to follow in this online classroom. Now coming to this, what is this then NXplorers? You might be thinking now already. NXplorers. So this is with a combination of the two words N and explorers. We call it as NXplorers. What do you mean by explore? Can you just unmute and tell me? Can you just unmute and tell me? No
Just the
answers.
meaning of explore.
What do you mean
What
by
is meant by
explore? The
explore?
general thing. Oh my goodness.
Hello?
Okay. Exploring is
Excuse
finding
me,
out
ma'am.
something, right? Here we are talking about N and explorers, explorers. Something new we are trying to find out. So on this course, what are you going to find out about? A new way of thinking to tackle complex problems. There are so many challenges in this world, so many problems. We have to think in a new way, innovatively, to tackle all these problems. Then the interconnected ideas relating to food, water, energy challenge. So I told you the main focus is here food, water, and energy. So what are we going to learn here? The interconnected ideas among these three. And we will find out the challenges and we will try to solve that. Whatever the problem, whatever the issue is related to food, water, energy, we will try to solve this. How to become an explorer? How are you going to become an explorer? So by the end of the session, the 3-day session, you are called as an explorer. So how are you going to become an explorer? Let us see this now. So it's a Shell Explorers program. Let us take you through this journey now. Okay. So our world is complex with many challenges. Is it not? I think all of you agree with me. World is so complex and so many challenges are there. We have to face so many challenges. So many people across the globe face challenges, especially basic needs like food, water. We are all having classes like this, right? We are teaching you something, your academic and some extra things also, extracurricular activities, I can say. And you're all here so privileged, you're able to connect with us. I'm able to connect with you. So the technology is developed so much. Do you think each and every person is having this privilege? Do you think so? Everyone is enjoying this? No, right? Only limited people are enjoying these facilities, enjoying this technology. But the others, they still have so many problems. So you can see here in this, the world is so complex and the pictures are showing you what actually the problems are. Many people lack electricity, the drinking water in sufficient manner in many remote areas, not only in India, all over the globe, I can tell you. Many are starving without food, and many are not having the access to healthcare. There are no hospitals or anything like that. Many lack education. So these are the some of the problems the world is facing, the complex problems. So we are facing all these problems, and some of us are enjoying this, right? But is it shared equally among us? No, right? Just imagine your school, you are having internet facility and all of you are having, you are able to learn something. But just think of other schools, other students, they may not be having a mobile in their house to check with the things, to learn something, to attend the classes. Are having so many problems, we have to tackle those problems. How do we create a better future then? Not for me, myself or yourself. That is for everyone, I'm telling you. Each and everyone. We have to bring a smile on everyone's face. So how are we going to create a better future? What we have to do then? We need to collaborate. Collaboration. Then that is join our hands together to do something better, to create a better future. I can't do a task alone. You can't do it alone. It's we have to do. We, right? Not single-handedly. So we have to collaborate. We may have to collaborate with the other people. We may have to collaborate with some corporate. We may have to collaborate with some government people, like this. Collaboration is needed. Then we should have a leadership quality, right? Someone has to lead the group in a proper direction. Then you should have belief in yourself, belief in others also, right? Collaboration, leadership, then belief in yourself, in others. All these things are needed to create a better future. Along with that, the much more important, you need a stage. You need a platform, right? What is this then? Suppose I will just give you one example. You have done some science project. What do? You need a stage to showcase your talent. So what do? You will go to your science teacher. You will tell your science teacher, yeah, this is the idea, and I just want to do a prototype of this. You give your idea. Then you will try to do the prototype. Then you need a platform to showcase your talent, right? So here, nextplorers.com, our program, right? We have a website called nextplorers.com, wherein you can upload your projects related to food, water, and energy. So you are having a stage. We are giving you this platform to give your talent, to showcase your talent. If it is too good, we'll try to implement also in the community. So we have to create a better future. A wise man once said, problems with the same thinking we used when we created them. So we cannot solve our problems with the same thinking. In one way direction, if you start thinking, you cannot solve the problem. You have to think differently. When we created, we had some thought. We should not go in that particular direction. You just think something different. Then only you can solve the problem. So what is that something different then? When we generally say, think out of the box. What does it mean? Think differently, not in one particular direction. Out of the box thinking, we say. So that is innovatively, creatively, I can tell you. So we cannot solve with the same thinking we created. When we created the problems, we have to think in a different manner. So Shell has developed the program called Shell NXplorers. Okay, Shell has developed the program, this NXplorers, to the people like you, to the young people, that is instill a new way of thinking in your mind. What is here? in this journey, NXplorers journey, we are learning this NXplorers program in 3 stages. That is, explore, create, and change. Explore the issues, create possible futures, then bring a positive change. We are learning this in 3 stages. I told you it's very important. Explore, create, and change. So in these 3 stages, we will be answering certain questions, and we will be using a new set of tools. What are those tools? We'll come to know. What are these things? Then tools means these will help us to tackle the complex problems. What are the complex problems then? The complex problems related to food, water, and energy. Any doubts? If you have any doubts, you can just tell me now. Okay. Welcome to NXplorers. So you should have certain profile. What is this profile of NXplorer? Can anybody tell me what do you mean by profile? Yes, you can unmute. What do you know? Profile means what?
Anything which gives
I want some
introduction.
interaction from your side.
Hello?
Are you all there?
Yes,
Yes,
go ahead.
Rishita, we can hear you. You can.
Yes,
Yes?
go ahead.
Yes? You
Hello?
can?
Yes, Rishita, we can hear you. Go ahead.
Uh, yes, sir. Sir, anything which gives us introduction about it, about the top, just the profile of an explorer gives the introduction and all about the an
Hmm.
explorer.
Yeah, you
An
just give me.
explorer. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Profile. Your profile, you tell me. What your profile? General thing. General meaning. Profile. When you say profile, something what you do, the best example I can tell you about your profile picture. Everyone knows about it nowadays very well. I know that. Right? So your profile picture in WhatsApp or Instagram or many other things, Facebook, all these things. So what you do? You will put the picture. That is your profile picture, we say. So profile, when we say, you're writing your name, then you're writing sometimes you're writing your hobbies, and maybe in some other aspects you may be writing your qualifications, right? And what you are good at, all these things. That is your profile. Same way, just think here, the explorer's profile. An explorer. What profile he'll be having? What you are going to become after this session. So you will become an informed and thoughtful decision maker. You'll become a thoughtful decision maker. You'll start thinking something and you will try to decide to yourself. You will become a decision maker. Yeah, I have to do it. I will do it. That's the decision maker thing. Then you will become a resilient and confident individual. That is, you start developing some strategies to bring it to action, and you will become so confident about your decisions also. Then you will become a knowledgeable inquirer. You'll start thinking, why is this? What is this? What's happening? You start thinking, you start questioning yourself. That is what we called as a knowledgeable inquirer. Then you will start thinking about the strategies that enable action. You have thought something, you have to bring it to action, you will do that. So that kind of mindset you will get. Then you will able to understand and deal with the complex issues. The issues, as you know now, so many issues are there. I just showed you the world is made up of so many complexities. Complex issues are there in the world, like food, water, energy, and you saw healthcare facility is not there, and education is not there, like this. So what are you going to do? You will become you will deal with these complex issues so nicely after taking up this course. So some of the plans and challenges to understand more about the explorer methodology. We have certain methodology which will help you to solve the problems. Not only food, water, energy, any kind of problem, you can apply this knowledge. Okay? So this explorer methodology includes next thinking. Then you will become a agent for change and you will inspire others. You are going to inspire others. Suppose you have done some project related to food, water, energy, and you are trying to implement it in the community. That is you who have done it, right? And by doing so, you are inspiring others. That's why you are an agent, agent for the change. You are trying to bring a change, positive change, and you are inspiring others also. And what you can learn, what you can do to create a sustainable action plan for food, water, energy issue. You will be able to create a plan, action plan related to what food, water, energy issue. Then you will be able to coordinate the online collaboration for your project. If you have done a project and I told you, NXplorers is the stage to showcase your talent, right? So we have a website, nexplorers.com, wherein you can collaborate with us and with the students of the other countries also. That's what we say online collaboration of your project. If you have done some project, same project, something related to that, someone else has done in the other country, you can just have a chat with that person, like in the form of call outs. You can ask questions to that person, that student. So he has also undergone the Explorers program, so he will be able to help you in that, or you can help the other student, like that. That is what we say collaboration and coordination. And we will give you a toolkit to help you solve complex challenges and bring the positive change. What kind of change we are thinking here? A positive change. And we are giving you the toolkit, and we will tell you about the tools later. Okay, the toolkit will help you to solve any kind of the challenges. So these are the plans and this is what you are going to learn in this Explorers program. Okay, this is the brief introduction about what actually the Explorers and what are you going to learn in the next sessions. Now we will have an activity. Anurag is here. He will take you through this activity now. You will enjoy this activity, I think. Yes, over to you,
Yeah, thank you,
Anurag.
Meera. So whenever I come with lot of activities and quizzes over here. Okay. So basically, the activity that we are going to do is what we call it as the connection activity. So I want you all to just have a piece of paper or a notebook to you, near to you. Just write your date of birth over there. For example, if I'm born on 15th of August, this so I'll write 15 dash August means 08 slash your year if you're born 2002. So it's based on your date of birth. Okay. So if I'm born on 10th of February 1991, so I'll write 10 dash 02 dash 1991. So similarly, you need to write your date of birth on a piece of paper now. Okay. Then we are going to show you three consecutive sets of pictures. Okay. And you need to select three pictures based on certain criteria that I'm going to tell. Okay. So please write down your date of birth on a piece of paper. Okay. Okay. Now,
Done, sir.
the first slide, please. So now we are going to select one picture among these 10 pictures based on the day you were born. Remember, based on the day you were born. For example, if I'm born on, or if my date of birth is 2nd of February, I will select 2nd, 02, that is 2. I'll take sunlight. If I'm born on 9th of September, so 9. 9 means it is plastic waste. So if I'm born on 15th, so now it is 2 digit. If I'm born on 15th or 25th, so the last digit is 5. So I will take food. If I'm born on 12th or 22nd, so the last digit is 2. I'll take sunlight. If I'm born on 10th, or if I'm born on 20th or 30th, so the last digit is 0. 30, 30, 20, 20, 10, 10. So the last digit is 0. So for 0, I'll be taking electricity. So based on the day you were born, you will select one among these 10 pictures and write it down. Okay. Remember the last digit, based on the last digit. Okay.
Done, sir.
So now we are going to the second set of pictures. Now you are going to select one picture based on the month you were born. Okay, you will select based on the month you were born. For example, if you are born on December, December means 12, you will be selecting battery. If I'm born in the month of January, January means 1, I'll be taking binoculars. If I'm born on March, March stands for 3. So 3 is nothing but it is compass. So similarly, based on the month you are born, you are going to select one among these 12 pictures. Okay, so quickly take down. Okay,
Done, sir.
now we are moving to the third set of pictures. So here you are going to select one picture based among these 10 pictures based on the last digit of the year you were born. For example, if I am born on 2000, 2000, so the last digit is 0, you'll be taking corn. If you are born on 1995, so the last digit is 5, 5 stands for cycle. So similarly, you'll be selecting one among these 10 pictures based on the last digit of the year you were born. Okay. So quickly take it down. Okay. So
Done, sir.
now by this you'll be having three set of pictures. One will be based on the day you were born, one will be based on the month you were born, and one will be based on the year you were born. Okay. So I'll just now I will just take a small example and I will explain you how am I going to come up with connections. Okay. So basically this activity is all about the way how you think. Okay. It is all about connecting irrelevant things. Okay. What you can say, when you see about those pictures, you will see that okay, these pictures cannot be connected at all, but still you will try to find it and you'll try hold it. Okay, so here you can see I'm just taking example of 38 1961. So I have got electricity, I have got clock, and I have got electric toothbrush. So these are the three pictures that I've got. So when I see at now with respect to these three pictures, I find that no, I cannot connect my brush with electricity or tooth or even with a clock, right? I cannot connect them over there. But you need to start thinking in a broader way. You need to start identifying how how you can come up with the connections. It's all about the way how you think. Okay, the creative way of thinking. So now, when I observe in a broader way, I can just understand that electricity and toothbrush, I can connect it up. Okay. So basically, the toothbrush that I'm going to use is of electric toothbrush. So in order to make my toothbrush work, what do I need? I need electricity. So how am I going to connect? Electricity might be used to power on my electric toothbrush. So I'm going to connect my electric toothbrush with electricity. So this is how I'm going to identify the connection over there. So similarly, now I will try to identify the connection between the clock and the electricity. So for me, if I want my clock to work, what do I need? I need batteries, right? I need energy. Basically, it is again linked with electricity, right? So electricity might make my clock work on time. Okay. So this is how I'm trying to connect electricity with the clock. Now I will try to link clock with my toothbrush. So basically, I brush my teeth once in the morning and once in the night before I go to bed. So how am I going to link a clock with my electric toothbrush is, so at every certain periods of time, I use my toothbrush and I brush my teeth. Okay, at every certain periods of a day. Okay, so this is how I'm going to link clock with respect to my electric toothbrush. So this is how you need to come up with your connections. Okay, you need to identify the connections with respect to the three pictures that you have got. Okay, so
They have a much different
yes,
connectivity.
that is what exactly it is. It's all about the way how you think, how innovatively or how you will try to identify the connections between these three pictures. Okay. Yes. it is to you. You can use your chat box and you can tell me the three pictures and how you are going to connect, or else you can just raise your hands. You can just unmute and you can just share the three pictures that you have got and how are you going to come up with the connections over there. Yes, Rishita.
Yes, yes, sir. Golf, car, and
Okay.
book.
So how are you trying to connect? How are you going to identify the connections between them? Yes, Rishita, you can just unmute and you
We
can
can
just
is to travel in golf ground. We took the help of cars, electric cars, cars होती हैं.
हाँ.
It might be, and we can read books over there also.
Okay. So basically, in a golf ground, you are using the electric car to move from one place to another. Inside that, and you are able to read your book over there. Okay. So anybody else, you can even come up with some sort of the pictures that you have got and try to come up with or you can come up with the connections over there. You can even use the chat box and you can just let us know. If you find any difficulty in coming up with a connection, you can just share the three pictures that you have got, and we'll help you out in coming up with the in identifying the connections between those three pictures. Yeah, anybody? Yes. You can use your chat box. At least give me the three pictures that you have got so that will help you out. Yeah. Are you all there? Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Okay.
Rishita, Shweta, Vivek, Yashvir, are you here present with us or not?
Yes, sir.
If you are if all of you are present here, then you must be understanding very well what is being asked. This is a kind of easy question, I guess. You can
Yes,
relate it. And
sir.
anyone or everyone can relate it.
Yes,
Adiba is there, Anshu is there, Bhavna, Daksh, Divyansh, Gurvinder, Ishika. All the students must participate and understand what is being asked. Thank you, and over to you, Anurag sir and Meera ma'am.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Like I can see, like Vivek has given the three pictures that he has got. He has got food, he has got clock, and he has got keys. Yes, Vivek. Now try to identify the connections between them. How you can connect food with clock, or how you can connect clock with keys. Okay, so now I'm getting the three pictures that you got. Try to link, try to connect it up. Even if it is not realistic, that's okay. Try to come up with the connections over there. For an example, I'll try to connect it up. So once on a very what you can say a hot summer, it was a hot summer day, and I was very hungry on that day. So I came to my home, but oh, yeah.
Anything.
So it was almost somewhere around 2 o'clock in the afternoon in my clock, and I forgot my keys in my home. I forgot the keys in my office, and I was really in need of food at that point of time. So this is how you need to come up with the connections over there. I can see like sunlight, clock, and keys. You can try to link it up, or you can try to come up with the connections over there. Try to identify. It's all about the way how you think and how you can connect it up over there. How creatively you can connect the three pictures you have got, which really feels that you cannot connect at all, but still you can, if you just give some work or if you start understanding it in a broader way, you can come up with a very good connections over there. Okay, plastic waste, clock, and book. So how can you connect Anshu, Meena, like plastic waste
Yeah.
and clock? Okay. So basically, the clock that I'm going to use in my home is all about the plastic waste that is being done. It's basically a recycled clock, and that I'm going to use it on top of my books that I keep on my table. So this is how you need to be very creative with it. Suddenly, when you see those three things, how best you can get it connected. Okay, like Ansh using my mobile phone to read a ebook while having snacks. Okay, okay, Ansh, what were the three pictures that you have got over there? I think, okay. Ranjita says, in the sunlight, I love to click pictures on my mobile phone and read my favorite book. Maybe. Okay, so I think she has got sunlight, she has
Oh.
got mobile, and she has got book.
Good thing.
And okay, Pran says while walking on the road, wearing hat and reading book.
She's able to connect
Yeah,
all the three,
yeah. Where
right?
Pranshu says I think she has got road, hat, and book. I think so. While walking on the road, it was a hot summer, so she was wearing a hat, and with that she was reading a book. Yes, I got food, mobile, phone, book, phone. Okay, you got food, mobile phone, and book. Okay, so now try to link it up. And okay, that's how she has he has linked using mobile phone to read ebook. Okay, while having snacks. Yeah, yeah, that's good connection. So similarly, why this connection? Why is this very important to identify the connections? So this you will be able to understand as this program moves on. Okay. So with this, Meera, if you would like to continue, or if you would like to add some points, you can just take it.
Yes. Yes, I think all of you are much clear with the connections now that you were able to connect, right? Your items, whatever you had chosen. Sorry, whatever according to your date of birth, I should say, right? It was just a simple game to show that you can connect anything. As we were talking about, see in a systems view. Just you can remember. So I think all of you had a activity like connections, right? You are able to connect the things same way. Now let us take one more example now. Okay, that is related to water. So here you can see hydrogen and oxygen, right? Two atoms of hydrogen and one atom of oxygen. Both are gases. All of you know that. But when they are combined together like this, we are getting something amazing, that is water, that is liquid. By seeing the properties separately, we can't just think that two gases will give rise to liquid, right? But when they are combined and in a proper manner, then only we are getting this water. Why I'm telling you this is, that is, let us take the example here again with our food, water, energy. Okay, 6, 7 and 12 I have given. I'll tell you what it is actually. So water, energy, here this is the food. That is responsible consumption and production is nothing but food. So water, hydrogen and oxygen, both gases combine together to give liquid. It was amazing thing. Same way I am telling you, just comparing with these three, that is food, water and energy. And do they have any connections? Yes, they have, right? All the three are connected, they are interrelated. Each one is depending on the other, each one is influencing the other, I can say, and they are related. These connections you can see, each one is connected. So, food, water, and energy, we consider it as a system. As a system. What is this system then? A system is nothing but with a when I say lungs, what it reminds you of? Tell me. Related to system I'm talking. What comes to your mind?
Respiratory system.
Voice is not audible.
Respiratory system.
There was a bit lag in your voice, Meera.
Feeble.
Respiratory system.
It was
Yes,
audible, but
respiratory
it was
system. Now
there
I
was
could
a bit lag.
say. Yes, yes. Yeah, maybe. Okay, respiratory system you are talking. Yeah, you are able to relate it, right? Very good. And then coming here, you can think of nervous system, right? Why are you talking about system then here? I was just telling you, we are considering it, food, water, energy as a system. So the three are different entities. They're separate, but we consider it as system, I said. Why then? So here you can see in this example, organ system, right? Lungs, trachea, nostrils, all together organ system. That is respiratory system. Then coming to the other examples, our human body itself is a system. Then you have different kinds of system like circulatory system, nervous system, all those things, excretory system. All we are considering. Why? Interrelated parts working together with a purpose. This has to be kept in mind always. Coming to this now, car. Is it a system? Can you just tell me, any one of you? Is my voice clear?
Yes, Meera, it is clear.
Is my voice clear to all of you? You can
Yes,
unmute
ma'am.
and answer, one of you.
Yes, ma'am.
Is there any disturbance?
Right now, there is no
Can you
Anurag?
disturbance,
please
Meera.
repeat the question? When you told the question, your voice was not clear.
Meera, can you just repeat the question? There was a bit voice
Yes,
lag
ma'am.
when you asked
पहले
the
था
question.
थोड़ा.
Okay, so basically, what exactly it is
Okay.
all
I'm
about
just
is,
asking you,
yeah.
can you consider car as a system? Can you consider car as a system? You can unmute and answer me.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, there are.
Yes, ma'am.
How?
Ma'am, it works with fuel and
How? Then?
ma'am, it works with
Yeah.
fuel and it makes,
Okay.
ma'am, there are
Yes.
many
Yes.
parts which makes
Yeah.
it a
Very good.
system.
Yes. And what I'm telling you here, you can see interrelated parts working together. So different parts you can think of: wheel, steering wheel, brake, clutch, right? Handbrake, and the engine. All these things, right? All the parts they are working. What is the purpose? Moving the car. Movement is happening. Like the same way, a factory is a system, a industry is a system, your school is a system. Then coming to the environment, the ecosystem. Like this, these are some of the examples for the system. So can you tell me few examples of system? Whatever you are looking around you, just think of it. Few examples. I need few more examples for system. Quick. Need quick answers. Few examples.
Look of your surroundings. You can just have a look at
Humans,
your surroundings and
ecosystem.
come up with some sort of examples. Yes.
Yes, you can.
One of the example in
Okay.
ecosystem, a human.
Okay. Human body is a
Okay,
system.
human ecosystem. Okay.
Ecosystem, you can tell. Plants and animals, biotic, abiotic factors like this, we can tell. Other than that, see, car is a system, we said. Same way, you think something else. Your mobile device, is it a system?
Yes, ma'am.
Your laptop,
Yes, ma'am.
washing machine, your television, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So many interrelated parts, yes, working together with a purpose, then we call it as system. That's it. So you can take any other examples also, just think of it. Okay, so now that you know what is system. Now coming to this now, food, water and energy. Food, water, energy. I told you, can we consider it as a system then now? Can we? Shall we consider? No voice.
Ma'am.
Okay. We have to consider food, water, energy as a system. I told you. You can say they are influencing each other.
Yes, ma'am.
Interrelated parts, I told you, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Like the same way here, we are just considering food, water, energy as the different parts. If we think they are interrelated and working for some purpose, they are working together. So can you just tell me how they are depending on each other? One of you please unmute and answer me how they are depending. You can take one example and you can tell. If we are saying they are interdependent, how?
Plants need water and energy to make food.
Okay.
Yes.
Then others please participate. I need more interaction.
Food and agriculture.
Ma'am, water can create hydrostatic energy.
Water can, we can generate electricity from water. Hydroelectricity you are talking about, right? Okay.
Like so, light energy can give us security from animals in
Others. Okay.
forest. Okay.
Yeah, tell me, tell me. Okay. I just want to put it in a proper manner now. Let me tell you. See, you have to grow crops. What you need? You need water, right? Other things keeping aside, we are talking about now these three. So let's consider. You have to grow crops, you need water. So you have to water the plants. What you need? You need energy. The water will come, then the plants will get water. Agree, all of you? Right. Again, to extract the energy, to
Yes,
generate
ma'am.
electricity, what do you need? You need water, right? Again, it is depending on it. Like this, we can say each one is depending on the other. Food, water, and energy. All the three are influencing each other. If there is problem related to water, you are going to solve this. So it is affecting the other two. If there is problem related to energy, if you are trying to solve it, these two are affected, food and water. Like this, when you are trying to solve the problem related to one particular entity, the other two are affected. So consider all the three in as a one, that is as a system, not as separate things. So that's what we are telling you, a system, a complex. So food, water, energy nexus is a complex system. It's such a complex thing. So our world is made up of natural and man-made systems. You can see here natural system, man-made system. So to understand our world, we need to take a systems view. To understand how our world is working, what's happening, we have to take a systems view. What is this then? Systems view means. So we have a short story here. Anurag will tell you this story and let's see what it is going to teach you. Okay? Each activity, each thing, whatever you are going through is giving you a learning here. You are going to learn something. You are learning with some fun, I can tell you. Okay? Over to you, Anurag.
Yeah, thank you, Mira. So basically, this story is about six blind people. Okay, so these six blind people were taken to a zoo and they were made to touch and say something. Okay, so as we know that blind people, they just try to interpret the things by what they feel and what they touch. So one blind person touched it and he thought it might be a wall.
Is it, sir?
Okay, and the other person thought it might be a rope. And one more, yeah,
Sir,
yes,
sir, voice will vibrate हो रही है. मीरा मैम म्यूट कर ले तो.
yeah.
Yes,
Mira, please, I think you
I
can
will,
please.
I will,
Okay.
I will, I will, I will.
Okay. Am I audible now clearly? Okay. So this is the story of
Yes,
six
sir.
blind. Okay. So this is the story of six blind people. Okay. As we know that blind people, they just interpret the things by what they feel and what they touch, right? So they were taken to a zoo and they were made to test the different parts of an animal. Okay. So because we have eyes and we can see, we can interpret it very easily. But there were six blind people over there. So they try to interpret whatever they feel or whatever they test. Okay. One blind person tested it and he said it might be a ball. One said no, it might be a rope, and one said no, I think it must be a tree or a pillar sort of thing. So in this way, all the six blind people, they thought their perspectives. They came up with their own perspectives. So once all the six people, whatever they felt and whatever they did it, they were brought together and they started discussing. Okay, all the six people start discussing and they started connecting up of whatever they feel and whatever they touch. Like one said, what I felt was something like hard. It was, I think it was a wall. One said it was something like a pillar. I think it was a tree. One said it was a rope. So in this way, all the six people, they came together and they started connecting up of their ideas. And when they started connecting it up of ideas, they stepped back and they started to understand what exactly they felt or what exactly that in a very broader view. Okay, so when they tried to do that, that is only when they were able to understand what exactly it was. It was an elephant over there. So all the six blind people, when they connected their perspectives or their viewpoints, when they stepped back and had a broader view of that, that is only when they were able to understand what exactly they were facing to, or what exactly they were given to touch it up over there. Okay, so similarly, we find when we find any sort of problem in our day to life, or when we find any sort of problem, it's most important for us to understand the different viewpoints with respect to a problem or whatever that you're going to take it up. You need to identify them, and then you need to have a connection between them. You need to understand how they are connected with each other, and then we need to step back and have a broader view of that, so that you will be able to understand about that problem in a very broader way. Because we know that our world is made up of systems, right? So system means many parts connected together and they are working for a common purpose. That is only when we call it as a systems, right? And we know that our world is made up of systems, and to understand this world, we need to have systems view. So to understand this systems view, we need to have systems thinking developed in ourselves. So what is the systems thinking then? It's all about the different connections, identifying the different perspectives, trying to come up with the connections, how they are connected with each other, then stepping back and having a broader view of that view, nothing but which gives you something that is called as systems thinking over there. Okay, and remember, it's all about the perspectives, connections, and the big picture gives you a systems thinking. And there's a person, Peterson, who is an author of the fifth discipline. He says that with respect to system thinking, he says that the ability to see the bigger picture and to be able to see the interrelationship between what might at first seem completely unrelated. Okay, so basically, if you just remember that connection activity at the starting phase, when you saw those three pictures at that first phase, you felt that they are all unwritten. You cannot come up with any sort of connections over there, right? But later on, by having a broader view and trying to identify the connections, how they are what is the exact the relationship between them, how can we come up with the connections, that really helped you out to understand how you can come up with the connections over there, right? So systems thinking is all about understanding the different perspectives and trying to connect those perspectives, stepping back and having a broader view of that gives you something called as systems thinking. Okay, so similarly, yeah, Meera, you can just move forward to the next slide. So
Yes.
similarly, systems thinking will help you to, yeah, I can see. So system thinking will help you to understand how the factors are connected with each other. Okay, if there is any problem, how these factors are connected with each other, and which is the factor that plays a very prominent role, what you can say, the influencing factor that is causing this problem. Okay, so basically systems thinking is all about understanding about a problem, finding the factors and understanding how they are connected and where exactly you need to work on. Okay, and then comes the scenario planning. Okay, as we all know that our future is not fixed, so there are many possible futures over there, and this will help you to understand about all the possible futures that is there in front of us. And the most important comes the theory of change. Okay, because we are here to bring some sort of change, right? So to bring some change, we need to understand where exactly the problem is and how we can try to overcome that. So it's all about theory of change. So I think there's a bit delay in slides in the presentation. So please bear it. So this is the theory of change, wherein to bring some change, you need to understand where exactly the problem is and how you can solve the problem. So when these three disciplinaries, that is the systems thinking, scenario planning, and theory of change, when they are put together, we get something very new and very powerful. That is what we call it as the new way of thinking, which we name it as the NX thinkings. Okay. So in systems thinking, you'll identify a problem, you will be able to understand the factors for that, and in scenario planning, you'll be able to understand both the possible futures, and theory of change will help you to bring some positive change by trying to solve the problem. Okay. So when these three important disciplines are put together, you get a new way of thinking, which we call it as NX thinking. Okay. So these are the five NX thinkings. And now we will try to understand what are these five NX thinkings. What is the importance of this NX thinking? What is the individual importance of this NX thinking? Okay. So the five NX thinking that that I said that we have got it up over here is thinking about big picture. The second one was thinking about connection. The third one is thinking about perspective. The fourth one is thinking about future. And the last one is thinking about change. So now this we will try to understand each one of this NX thinking in a better way. Okay. We'll try to elaborate and we'll try to understand what is the importance of each NX thinking that we are going to see. Okay. So we'll first begin with the thinking about big picture. Okay. Thinking about big picture. When I say this big picture, is something like you are going to have a broader view. In a simple terms, I can say think of big picture means having a broader view, because we all know that, right? We all know that our world is made up of systems, right? In that picture, if you have observed, there was some sort of man-made systems. There were artificial human, what you can say, man-made systems, as well as some sort of natural systems there, right? So our world is made up of artificial, like I say, natural and man-made systems over there, right? So they are very complex in nature. So this thinking of big picture will help you to understand about this system. Okay, how they are, how exactly the complex network is. Okay, so this is all about big picture. So if you just observe that logo, it's all about expanding. The arrow marks are expanding in all the directions, right? So big picture is nothing but you are going to understand about a problem. You are going to think about a problem in a very bigger way over there. Okay, so this is all about thinking about big picture. You are going to think about a problem in a broader way. Now coming with thinking about connections. So if you remember the connections activity, you know the importance of connection, right? The elephant story. So we can deepen our understandings, okay, with respect to any sort of problem or any sort of situation. If you want to understand about that problem in a better way, you need to discover, what you can say, you need to understand how multiple factors are connected with each other. So when you identify these connections or these factors, how they are connected with each other, that will really help you to understand about a problem in a very better way. So this thinking about connection will help you to understand how different factors are connected with each other. Okay. So if there is a problem, there are many factors for the problem and how they are connected with each other. So thinking about connection will help you out over there. Then coming with the thinking of perspectives, we all know that, like, you see about a problem in a different way, I see about that problem in a different way. We all have our own perspectives, right? We all think in a very different way. So if you remember about the elephant story, all the six blind people, they had the different viewpoints over there. So similarly, if you want to understand about a problem in a very better way, you need to understand the different perspectives, the different viewpoints with respect to any problem. So thinking of perspective will help you to understand the different viewpoints with respect to any sort of problem over there. So this is all about thinking out perspective. Okay, so thinking of big picture means having a broader view. You need to step back and have a broader view of that. Then coming with thinking about connection, you're going to identify what are all the factors that is causing to a problem and how they are all connected with each other. Then thinking about perspective, you are going to understand the different viewpoints with respect to a problem. So these are the three NX thinkings that we saw. And the next fourth NX thinking that we are going to see now is thinking about future. Okay, so we all know that our future is not fixed, right? Can you judge like what is going to happen tomorrow at this point of time, at this second, what is going to happen? We cannot do that, right? Because our future is not fixed, right? But we are able to see what are all the possible futures for us. Okay, and for us, if you want to create a better future or if you want to create a preferred future over there, we need to make a right decisions today over here, right? For example, in the month of March, I have exam. If I want to if I want to be a topper of a class, so what I should do, I should start learning, I should start working very hard. So your future depends upon the actions that you take today or the decisions that you take today. So this thinking about future will help you to understand what are all the possible futures you have, and what all the things that you need to make today so that you can achieve a desired future, what you can say as a preferred future over there. So this is all about thinking about future. And the last comes is the thinking about change. So now we have understood that you need to bring some sort, so you have understood that you need to achieve this preferred future, so you need to bring some change over there, right? You need to change your habits. So this thinking about change will help you to understand where exactly you're facing the problem and how you can overcome that so that you can bring some positive change over there. Okay, so where exactly the problem is and how you can solve that problem or how you can overcome that problem so that you can have a positive future, or you can bring some sort of change over there. Okay, the positive change that we say. So these are the 5 major NX thinkings over here. Thinking about big picture, understanding about a problem in a broader way, thinking about connections, understanding how the factors are connected with respect to each other, for thinking of perspectives, understanding the different viewpoints with respect to a problem, then thinking about future, trying to know what is going to happen in the future and selecting the preferred future over there, and thinking about change is what actions that you need to take so that you can bring some sort of positive change. So where you need to work on your problems and how you can bring some positive change. So these are the 5 major NX thinkings. So basically these 5 are the DNA of this program. Okay, so if you have any doubts with respect to these 5 NX thinking, you can just ask it up right now, because this is the DNA of the program. So this is all about a basic introduction of NXplorer program. From now on, we will be moving in deeper into the NXplorer program over there. Okay, so if you have any doubts, you can just ask with respect to NX thinking, with respect to the 5 NX thinkings. Yeah, Meera, if you would like to add something over here.
Yes. Oh no. I think all of you are clear with the next thinkings now, right? Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Let's see now how much you know about the next thinking then. Okay? Let's check. We'll have an activity now. So here I'll be showing few pics. Okay? So you have to answer me like which next thinking is involved here in the picture. Okay, you can use your chat box, you can unmute and you can answer. Yes, the first one, here we go. Which next thinking does this picture represent? Answers please. Can we see some answers, Anurag, in the
Perspective.
chat box?
Perspective.
You can use your chat box to answer. Perspective. Someone is saying perspective. Let's see. Okay. Others? Others? Okay. Let's go with the answer then now. Yes, you are right. Perspectives. Right? One person is standing is this side, he will think, oh, it's 6. But the other person will think, oh, it's 9. But both of them are right. He is right in his view, he is right in his view. That's what we studied, elephant story. Just remember, their particular perspective of that particular person. Right? So only when we put the views together, we'll come to know the big picture, what actually it is. So here it is, perspectives. Yes. Which next thinking does this picture represent then? Yes. Answers?
Yes, just see, there's a person who is standing in front of a microscope,
Can you find any answers, chat box?
and there's a person who is standing in front of telescope. Okay, and there's an arrow mark
And
given
telescope.
at towards the person who is standing at the telescope. So just try to understand the picture, what exactly they are trying to replicate. Okay, that will help you out to understand what which next thinking do you think this picture is representing over there.
Self-explanatory, I believe. Much self-explanatory.
Okay, I think it's right
You can
time to
guess.
show the answer.
Microscopic view. Yeah. I think a little bit confusion for you still. Okay, it's a big
Corrections.
picture we say. Why then? See, here it is microscope, here it is. No, you can see the answer now, right? The right answer is the big picture. Anurag, can you see
Yes,
the
Meera.
answer?
Yes, Meera. There's a bit delay. I don't know why this is happening.
Okay. Yeah, maybe that's what last time also it happened, same thing. Okay, so you can see the right answer is the big picture. You can see here microscope. Some person is standing, I mean, viewing through the microscope, you can imagine. And here it is telescope. So here it is the minor thing I can tell you. Here it is the broader view without no boundaries. You are seeing the very big picture. That's why the right mark here. So here it is microscope is given where you can see only the minute things in a bigger manner with some boundaries and all. Here it is a big picture. That's it. So this picture is representing the big picture. Here we go the next one. Which next thinking does this picture represent? Among the five, see, you can see here five next thinkings. Okay, among the five, what it is depicting, what it is representing. Someone is standing here thinking where to go. What is this then? Among these five, which one is this? Any answers
The future.
in the chat box?
Yes, Meera. We are getting future.
Okay, someone is saying future. Okay, many of them are saying future then. Very good. Let's see. Yes, you are right. That is the future. Person is standing and thinking where to go, right or left, like this. So thinking about the future. Now comes this. This picture, it may have two next thinking involved in this. Yes, start thinking now. The next thinking involved. So you can see this five next thinking here. Just start thinking which one it is
Yes,
representing.
we are getting the answers like connections.
Okay. Many of you are saying connections. Can you think something else? Let's go with the answer then. Connections and change, I should say. That is, your picture is so self-explanatory, right? Some person is pushing it. The dominoes game, I think all of you know about it. Pushing and all will fall because they are connected, right? When it falls, you will find a change. Is it not? Do you all agree? Do you all agree with this? No answers from your side? Okay. Connections and change. Here? Yes? Any answers? You can unmute and answer. You can justify your answer. Why you're thinking like that?
We are getting the answers like the
You
future.
can unmute and you can answer.
We are getting the answers like future, Meera.
Yes? Answers like?
The future
Future,
and
and change.
change.
Can you repeat? Okay, future and change. Many answers are future and change. So it's actually the big picture and change. That is, see, all together when you see, then you are getting the big picture of it, right? So from the pupa stage till the butterfly. So when you see part by part, you can't understand anything. So all together when you see, you've come to know that it's life cycle of butterfly, right? So that's why it is big picture. And in each stage, there is a change. So it is change. So the big picture and the change. Now,
Yeah, which next thinking do you
Answers?
think this picture is representing? You can just see a
It
graph.
is very easy. Yes, it's quite, I mean, easy, I believe. See, time versus behavior graph. Past, present, that is today, and here it is future, it is showing. So, what is it representing then?
So we are getting answers like future,
Let's go with
future,
the
future,
answer,
future and
the future.
connection, future and the change.
Okay, okay, it is future. It is time versus behavior graph, as I told you. Present, sorry, past, present, and future. So, it is just represented in this manner. So the picture is telling us about the future. I think answers will pop up like anything for this. Is it so? Many are answering, I believe. Yes.
Yes, Meera, we have got connections, connections. So the answers are already popping like which do you think the picture is?
Okay. So the answer is connections. Now coming to this. Some person is standing there and telling something. He has planned something. He's trying to persuade someone to do some work. Right? Planning and persuading, the heading title is given here. So what may be the next thinking involved? Person is standing here. He has some plans and he's trying to persuade someone. Maybe he is selling his idea. He's trying to implement something. Can you guess?
The big
We have
picture.
got the answers. Yeah. So I got answers like future, perspective, change, and future, maybe future and change. So remember, persuading means it's about influencing someone. It's you have planned something and now you need to influence someone. So that is what persuading means. So you should not go with only single word. That is planning. Planning means future. No, you need to join those two words. You need to consider both the words at a time, planning and persuading, and then you need to select one among those five NX thinkings. So it
Okay. So it is change. Okay. Coming to the, I think all of you can see the slide.
Yes, Mira, we can see this. Yes, Mira, we
Anurag,
can see it.
my voice is clear?
Y-
Okay.
the-
Voice is clear?
yeah, you are able to hear your voice a bit very lag. I think it is because of phone.
Is it delaying? I think maybe
No,
lagging.
ma'am, it's clear. It's clear,
My
ma'am.
voice is clear,
Yes,
right?
it's clear.
Okay. Okay, okay. Thank you, thank you. Yeah. So this journey is in three stages. We are learning it. Okay. Explore, create, and change. Then we will be answering 7 questions. In each stage, we are answering certain questions. Explore stage, 3 questions. Create stage, 3 questions. Then in the change stage, 1 question. So all the 7 questions, when you have answered, then you can think that you are able to tackle the complex issue. And we are helping here to tackle the complex issue related to food, water, energy, I can say. So 3 stages. In the seven questions you will be answering, and we will be using certain tools. 7 tools we will be using. So here actually totally we have 12 tools, but the 7 important tools will be discussed here. So that's why 7 questions we have here. Okay. In each stage we will be discussing some of the tools like this. So we'll learn more about it in the next exclusive sessions. Then 5 elements of next thinking involved in this. That is, again, I should repeat this one because it is so important. The big picture, connections, perspectives, future, and change. All the 5 next thinkings. involved in these tools. Now comes here the map, the NXplorers map, I should tell you. So this will tell you exactly where we are. Whenever we are answering the questions like this, okay, this map will come up and you will come to know where exactly you are. In the explore stage, the first question is what is the issue? The second question, what's causing the issue? How can we dig deeper into the issue? These three questions will be answered. We will make use of the tools like connection circle tool and the perspective circle tool. Then the second stage, create stage, we will be answering again three questions and these two tools help us. Tools means they make our work easy, right? The general meaning. Like the same way, here we are facing a problem related to food, water, energy. So we have to tackle it. So we will make use of these tools now. We will tell you what are those tools and how it is helping us. Then in the change stage, we will be answering one question and we are making use of the three tools here. So let's see what actually it is. So the first stage will be entering, that is the explore stage, the first stage. Okay. Explore stage, we are answering how can I dig deeper? So what is the issue then? The first question we have to answer now. The first one. First stage, first question. What's the issue then? The issue is related to food, water and energy. That is the issue. Okay. We are considering food, water, energy as a system and we are trying to tackle the challenges related to food, water and energy. So here you can see 6, 7 and 12 what you had seen earlier slides. Okay. Then what is this? Why we are saying that the issue is food, water, energy then? So you can see here, these are the 17 global goals we say. So in 2015, 193 countries, they came up, they discussed the problems the world is facing. Okay, the world is so complex, we are facing so many problems, I told you. They discussed and they have come up with 17 goals to reach by 2030. What the countries have decided is by 2030 there should not be poverty, there should not be hunger, or there should not be health issues. So we have to give importance to this and related to education, like this, many more are there. Okay, so they have considered 17 goals to achieve by 2030. So these goals, globally called as Sustainable Development Goals. In short, we call it as SDG. Okay, Shell has come up with these three. Like Shell has decided to bring a change in food, water, energy. That is 6, 7 and 12. So what are we doing then? So we have to bring a change in this. Means there are many problems related to these three. So we are considering food, water, energy as a system. So Shell has developed this program, Shell NXplorers, to teach everyone about the problems what we are facing and how we can tackle those problems. Means how to find the solution. So we have to bring a smile in everyone's face, as I told you in the starting slides, right? That is, world is facing so many problems, each one is not experiencing it equally, so we have to share all these things, the technology or the basic necessities, all these things. So what we are doing is we are educating the children like you to bring a change in these three, that is food, water and energy. Okay, any doubts till now? Now you know that why we have taken this 6, 7 and 12, food, water, energy. The issue related to this, we are trying to solve it now. So till now, this was a brief introduction about what actually this NXplorers program and what I'm going to learn. I told you that is the 5 next thinking you learned. Then system thinking. You first, the first and foremost thing and very important thing it is system thinking. See in a systems view. Okay. Then we have come up with this SDG, Sustainable Development Goals. In that we have chosen food, water, energy. That is the issue actually now. Now from tomorrow onwards, like in the other next 2 days, you will be learning about this, like what actually the issue and how are you going to solve it. Any doubts till now? Okay. No doubts? Yes, Anurag. Would you like to add up anything?
No, Meera. I think it's time we have. It's already time up. So I'll be just sharing a small link for you in the chat box. You can just click on that and you can just give the feedback over there, or even you can just give your proper naming because it will be the certification generation. So please be very careful while you're going to fill this form, and your logins and your period will be considered. There are certain criteria that we maintain, and based on those criteria, so you'll be getting the certificates. So this program will be there for another 2 days, maybe tomorrow and day after tomorrow. So till now it was just quite introduction. From now on, we'll be starting using a couple of tools which are going to be very very helpful. So it was just an introduction class. From tomorrow onwards, tomorrow and day after tomorrow is going to be very very important class wherein you'll be able to deal with the tools, and at the last stage you'll be able to will show you the collaboration space or the stage that we said, wherein you can collaborate and you can just come up with innovative ideas and where you can participate with the different country students over there. Okay, and I hope if you have any doubt, you can just ask it up. And we are really sorry that we are facing a lot of technical issues in lagging up of voice and even with the slides. I hope in the next session that will not be there. I think it's just because of some technicalities that we need to set up. So I think that will be sorted out by the next class. If you have any doubts, you can just stay back and you can just answer. And sir, I think it's the right time to end up. And please try to give the form. Please try to fill up the form that will be considered as for your attendance. Yes, Vinay sir.
Thank you, Mr. Anurag. I would also request सभी स्टूडेंट्स जितने भी हैं सभी अपना ये जो सर ने लिंक दिया है
Yes.
इसको फिल कर दीजिए. ये आपकी अटेंडेंस के लिए काउंट होगा. मैं सर से आपकी अटेंडेंस ले लूंगा एंड यू विल बी गिवन द 2 days अटेंडेंस फॉर अटेंडिंग द प्रोग्राम टुडे. कल ये प्रोग्राम 2 बजे का होगा. इट विल बी स्ट्रिक्टली ऑफ 1 hour एंड टुमारो द मेन आज तो इंट्रोडक्शन था. कल पूरा का पूरा आपका प्रोग्राम स्टार्ट होगा फुल विद फुल प्रेस डिटेल्स. प्लीज आप जो लिंक दिया है उसमें अपनी अटेंडेंस को फिल कर दीजिए. एंड इस प्रोग्राम को अभी एंड करते हैं. सो आई वुड लाइक टू थैंक Anurag sir and Meera ma'am. Thank you for coming and joining us and sharing such a beautiful detail today. Thank you Anurag sir. Thank you Meera ma'am.
Thank you sir.
Yes. Thank you very much, Vinay sir, for your cooperation.